I get money from the Zeus. I get money from the Zeus. All this money from the Zeus. I get money from the Zeus. Yeah. I get money from the Zeus. I get money from the Zeus. All this money from the Zeus. I get money from the Zeus. Just wanna know if you get it, baby. All that ass, baby. I'ma get it, baby. I ain't gon' say it, but I know you drip, baby. When you fuck with me, girl, you know it's just.
Yo. It's your motherfucking boy, Big Zay. Big Zizzy. I'm in the motherfucking building. I'm by my lonely today. You feel me? My girl Tony, she's taking some time off right now. So yeah. We miss you, Tony. Tony got some stuff going on right now with her club stuff. So she's taking some time off. But we love her. So yeah. Let's get right into it, man. Supposed to have my boy JR Scalez. Supposed to be stopping Tuesday today. We're gonna chop it up about some stuff. So yeah, let's jump right into that front page news. All right. ESTG. Started off right. Oops. What am I doing?
I know what you need to do.
My sponsor.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, Ticketmaster. I'm so sorry, Boost Mobile.
You got Ticketmaster?
Well, it's in the works, but they kind of gave me the go, so it's in the works. So,
if I had to clap and something like that,
see, if you qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program, you get $30 discount on any Boost Mobile phone, tablet, or mobile hotspot plan. All calls, texts from Ukraine are free through April 30th, 2022 to help during these troubled times. So, yep. So make sure you get to your local Boost, man, and use the code THEPOD. You can receive up to 40% off. Tell them Big Zay sent you, or Tony sent you, or Tommy sent you. Tell them somebody's from the 5 sent you. So, yep. So that's what's up, man.
Dog, I've always wanted to be that nigga, though. Tell him I sent you.
Yeah. And shout out to Ticketmaster too, man. We got some things in the work with Ticketmaster right now. So they looking to be an official sponsor of the pod show. So yeah. So things are looking up.
That'd be dope because I need some tickets to the Woo.
Yeah. And they actually been plugging me on a lot of stuff too, man. So don't think that you can't do it, man. These people are really looking to support young Black entrepreneurs and young Black businesses. So don't think that these white corporations are not looking to sponsor us and do things to, better us. So, yep. So jumping right back into it, man. ESTG and 42 Doug. They outdid Little Baby and what's the dude's name? Lil Durk. Voice of the Heroes. They outdid both of those in album sales. I couldn't believe it, but it's true. So shout out to ESTG, 42 Doug, man. They did their thing on that collaboration album. It was pretty dope, man. I actually like a couple tracks on there, Tommy. I don't know, you don't do a lot of rap things, but
I'm old school.
Yeah,
I'm old school.
I'm an old school guy too, even though I'm young.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you playing some of this shit in here before we go. I see.
Yeah.
What they had, like top streams or something like that?
Yeah, streaming numbers and
all right.
Downloads, shit like that, Apple Music, whatever.
I'm gonna check them out. So next time you ask me, I was like, I check that shit out.
They kind of dope. They kind of fire. I like them. Gunna says he's the king of drip. What y'all think about that, man? Gunna, he's the guy that got that song Push a P, Push a P, Push a P, Push a P. Yeah, man. So shout out to Gunna, man. He said he's the king of drip. Now, I beg to differ because there's some guys in the industry with some drip. And let me tell you something. Young Dolph was one of those niggas with drip. Like Dolph had drip.
Drip is everything, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like that nigga had his own style. He didn't need no stylist. Like that nigga was the king of drip for real. And they say the ultimate king of drip, and we all know who is the king of drip in the hip hop industry. Fabulous. Right? Right or wrong, y'all. Y'all know Fab is the king of drip for real. So that was a controversial statement that he said. He was talking about it also on LeBron James' podcast. He got called The Shop.
Right, the barber. They send the
Yeah,
barbershop. Yeah.
that's a lit atmosphere. I kind of like that how
That
they
is.
got that thing going. Yeah, they had Rick Ross and a WNBA player and some other people on there. All right, so like we discussed last week about the Will Smith and Chris Rock fight, Ray J says he has $50 million to put into investments for fights between those two. That'll be lit as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, that'll be lit. Like Chris Rock and Will Smith having an actual fight.
I believe Ray J.
I would do like that's dope. Like that's some real like dope shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the nigga Tony Rock, his brother, Chris Rock brother, like shit. Nigga, I'll beat your ass. He told Will Smith, like, nigga, I'll beat your ass. Like, fuck all that other shit. Like, Tony Rock want all the smoke right now. And I don't blame him. Like, like, I don't blame him. Like, you can't come fucking with a little bro like that, man. Like,
Right.
and to be honest, I think Will Smith did that shit like on some. Everybody saying like Will Smith did that shit to just for some like a publicity stunt or whatever the fuck he did it for. Like, I think he just did that shit just to like draw attention or like I don't think he would have did that to somebody else. Like he wouldn't have did that shit to a fucking P. Diddy or a fucking I ain't gonna say Martin, but he wouldn't have did that to somebody else, bro. Like, you know, Chris Rock ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that Will Smith would have actually did that shit to, you know what I'm saying?
I actually ran into a cat today that I was like contemplating doing that shit too. That's how mad I was at how dog was talking. Dog was talking real grimy, and I was like,
to you?
Yeah, like on some real crazy shit. Like, dog,
Yeah.
who the fuck you think you is, dude? And I had to actually talk to him. Like, I went back to like because I used to be an administrator. I went back to administrator and I'm like, fam,
Yeah.
You really realize the way you talking right now will get you fucked up, like
Right.
for real. Like, so you probably need to just chill out. Like,
Yeah.
I came to that point.
You used to be administrator?
Yeah, I used to be administrator where you work.
Oh.
Yeah,
Dope.
back in the day. Back in its heyday.
That's what's up. I never do that.
Yeah, I got out the game.
He said I got out the game.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now. I don't work there no more either. So
word? Oh, okay.
Nope, fuck them kids, like you said. I love them though, but
yeah. It's like it's both. It goes both ways. I love them. I got my own, but fuck them.
So, your boy Benzino, he's been in the world of talk for like the last week or two. First off, there's some shit going on right now with him and the transgender. Some shit happened, I don't know, but he said that his daughter, well, actually, like he kind of clowned her. Coi Leray is his daughter. He kind of clowned her, man. He told her her album didn't do like what it should have did, like album sales. So, man, that was kind of fucked up, man. Benzino, man, you relevancy, man. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do, man, but you're trying to stay relevant. I don't knock you for it, but clowning your daughter, man, that was kind of corny, man. That was some bitch shit, man. If you ask me, but it is what it is. I don't really give a fuck, but yeah. And the baby, yet again, is just some more shit. We all know the baby always want all the smoke. The shit happened at Walmart a couple years ago where he ended up shooting a dude in front of his baby mama and the kids. The shit happened at a nightclub when his security guard beat up another motherfucking fan or something. The shit happened with the niggas in Atlanta when he was on the porch shooting a video to 21. Just always a lot of shit. The shit happened with his baby mama's brother in a bowling alley. Now it's some more shit going down with the baby with another shooting. So the baby is one of the biggest artists in the world. I don't understand why are you in so much fire, so much shit, when you got other people around you in the square, in a circle that could do shit for you. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, nigga, you can't stay out of water. I mean, hot water, your ass is gonna get ran down in a minute. It's gonna get to the point where shit, the industry ain't even gonna want to fuck with you. You on some Kodak Black shit. Can't stay out of trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit weird as fuck. All right. That's it for front page news right now. So let's get to some Milwaukee stuff right now. Cavalier Johnson is the first black mayor in the city of Milwaukee, man. So shout out to Cavalier Johnson, man. And he's not. No, I'm a Johnson, but he ain't related to me, man. But speaking of Cavalier Johnson, I do want to talk about the situation with his brother. I think the news is so fucked up and shady that they try to play any picture about somebody like his brother is his own person. His brother is his own man. So for the news to get on there and try to shit on him be right before election day and say his brother was a criminal, his brother blah blah blah. I salute Cavalier Johnson for getting up there and standing up like, man, everybody family got to pass. My family, I hold them accountable. I hold them to the same standards that I do everybody else. So shout out to Cavalier Johnson, man. He seemed like a solid, pretty dude, man. And we got 5 elects, African American elects in office right now with David Crowley, Arnell Lucas, and I forgot the other guy's names. A couple more. The MPS superintendent and the sheriff in office right now, man. So shout out to all those black men doing positive things in the community. So yeah.
Work.
So about a couple months ago, man, and I'm by myself today, so that's kind of why it's kind of so. I'm just giving y'all the news, the topics right offhand. So, a couple months ago, man, me and Tony, we was on a pod and we talked about this guy. His name was Theodore Edgecombe. Very sad situation. Very, very sad situation. He was on the east side and he was riding his bike right on Humboldt and Holden or something like that. He had a daddy and daughter night planned for his daughter. So it was a car that rolled past and he punched the guy or whatever. The guy chased him down, him and his wife. He ended up shooting the guy in the head. The guy was an attorney. So Theodore Edgecombe was found guilty at trial back in January. He was just sentenced this last Friday. And they sentenced him to 25 years in prison. 25 years in prison. Now, the thing that I think got Theodore Edgecombe booked was at trial when he got on stand, he said that the gun just went off. I would have just used the self-defense law or said I fear for my life or something like that. But you saying that the gun went off is why the jury couldn't do nothing but find you guilty of that. They tried to find him guilty of a lesser offense, and out of the 12 jurors, well, it was 11 because one of them got sick. Out of those jurors, you know, you only can vote one way, and someone was voting like, yeah, this way. Someone was voting that way. But ultimately, he got found guilty, and he was sentenced to 25 years. Very, very, very sad situation, man.
You really think that if it had said that it was self-defense, that would have been better? Based off of how
well, it could have been
showed?
a lesser included offense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it could have been homicide by negligence of a firearm. You know, just something different instead of actual first-degree intentional homicide.
Because, you know, the video don't work for us.
And that's a good thing though, too, though. Like, even though it was fucked up, like at least the shit was caught on the video where they seen like he was getting chased down, but they just like, no, nigga, you killed the white attorney. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Like he was fucked from the get-go because you a young black man, you shot a white attorney.
Did he run at first?
He was going to run for 6 months.
Yeah.
Which shit. I mean, I would have did the same thing too, man. Like,
I'm out.
Bro, you just got 25 years anyway. So shit. If I know they calling me the Brady Street Killer, I would have went on a run too. Like, I know I'm gonna get prison time or I'm gonna go to jail possibly for the rest of my life. Hell yeah, I'm gonna run too.
You got a spot that you can go to if shit go down for 6 months. You got
who me?
Yeah, some shit went down. You got a spot to go hide at, like
possibly. That. Possibly, I got possibly, but it's just getting there. That's the hard part. I watch a lot of crime shows and TV shows, man. Almost got away with a shit like that, man. So it'd be tricky, man.
I'm trying to think, because you know they connect you with other people that you connected with to try to determine where connecting the dots to find out where you are. Yeah. For him to be gone 6 months, he actually did a good job.
He did a hell of a job. And he said at trial that he came back once or something like that. So I was like, damn, how the fuck you pull that off?
Dog cold.
Yeah. So
well, not no more.
I mean, at least you got 25 years. 25 years, so at least you got 6 months of some free time, man. Like for real though, like that's kind of I think that's kind of dope.
Hope he got 6 months of pussy.
Yeah,
it's over.
But he wasn't here, so you know, and I don't think Theodore was that type of dude, man. So yeah. So Tommy, and I thought my guest would have been here by now, but he's not. So I'm gonna ask you this, and I'm gonna ask you guys this. So you guys can chime in, the ones that's watching right now. Why do women like thugs more than they like the nigga with the 9 to 5? I always wondered that, but then again, I had to think like, okay, maybe they like the thug for sexual reasons or something. But why do women choose the thug over the nigga with the 9 to 5?
I think it's.
Hold on, wait, and you guys can answer that too.
Okay.
Why does women choose the thug nigga over the nigga with the 9 to 5? Why?
He here.
Yeah. So that's what I. Yeah. I'm kind of torn in between the two, man, because it's like shit. I don't know. But man, shout out to y'all, man, too, man. Everybody that's been rocking with me, man, been fucking with me, man. I appreciate that. My guest is in the building. Scalez is here. Scalez is one of my good friends, man. I always had a good relationship with him, man. I never had no beef, no arguments with him. He just always been a solid dude, man, and I appreciate that, man. So, yeah. So we got Scalez coming in the building right now, y'all. So make sure y'all share, tap into that button. Shout out to my co-host too, man. Tony, man. Tony, I miss you. So she'll be back, man. Yeah. The Bucks are in the playoffs, y'all. Bucks are in the playoffs right now. We face the Chicago Bulls this Sunday. Me and Scalez gonna talk some Bucks talk too, some real sports talk tonight. Hey man, I got a question. Who y'all think the hottest rapper in the game is right now? Right now in the game, who is the hottest rapper in the game? If you could drop that shit below or DM the pod page on Instagram, _pod on Instagram, and tell me who is your favorite artist right now. It could be hip hop, it could be R&B, it can be rap. So you can definitely let me know who the hottest in the game is right now. Negative? Yeah. So yeah, I would very, very appreciate that. So I'm gonna wait till Scalez get back to find out that actual, yeah. And ladies, stop selling y'all fucking food stamps and feed them goddamn kids. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all trying to sell y'all fucking food stamps to get your hair done. Y'all ass crazy. I'm gonna start calling y'all case managers and shit, man. You get $600 worth of stamps and you trading your motherfucking food stamps for your kid to get your motherfucking hair done. You need your ass whipped.
Hold on, man. You fucking up the game, fam.
Fuck that.
You fucking the game up, fam. Niggas gotta eat too.
Stop selling your food stamps to get your hair done.
I'm gonna get on this little soapbox here. I'll be at the grocery store. Yeah. And I'll be mad jealous and mad at motherfuckers who have like 2 cartfuls of like mad
niggas
pizza.
Like me be having to spend cash, man. That shit.
Mad pizzas and drinks and shit. And I'll be like looking at my budget, trying to make sure I can make the ends meet with my cash.
Right.
I need them stamps. So
ain't nothing wrong with it.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah. So go to the TDR network and you can watch this episode. Well, you can catch up on all our episodes. We got Ladies Night Tuesdays, Lady Edition with Tasia the Model and Diamond Nelson.
You out of order, fam.
Why am I out of order?
You set me up. I ain't know. I was talking a little greasy about.
You didn't know they were strippers?
I did not know. I didn't know. I was talking greasy about the.
Look at their bodies. Do you see Tasia body?
Yeah.
Do you see Diamond body?
Yeah.
You know that's now you see why they're strippers.
I now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
It all makes sense. But then they don't talk or act like my typical understanding of what a stripper is, which was the problem because I was wrong and actually assuming some shit. And when they was talking, I was talking grimy and greasy about Milwaukee dancers, and they was like, "But we
we strippers type shit."
Like oh damn, damn, sorry.
Yeah. Hey, So you want to know what's crazy? Ja Morant that plays for the Memphis Grizzlies. You know, Moneybag Yo is from Memphis. He gave that boy a chain for them making the playoffs. He gave him a bread gang chain for
that's dope.
The Memphis Grizzlies making the playoffs.
Hey, shout out to the Grizzlies. Is nasty.
Hey, they the number 2 seed right now. They
nasty, and they just playing. They even
they don't
they just
give
having
a
a
fuck
good ass
what's
time.
going on.
They the new back in the day when the Lakers used to be they the new Lakers.
Fuck the plug. I know the socket. I don't do no favors. I know this shit for real. Fuck the plug. I'm the socket. I don't do no favors. Yeah. And I want to speak on something too, man. Because I feel if you got a problem with me, you should bring that shit to the table. You should address that shit. I just feel niggas do too much sneak diss and niggas do too much gay ass, weak ass shit. Like a nigga not like you for some shit another motherfucker said. And I don't respect gay ass shit like that. But I'm gonna pause this right now. I got my motherfucking boys JR Scalez in the building. We finna get lit.
Yes, sir. Just was wrapping up my shit. So
yeah.
Pardon my tardy.
Yeah.
But,
I was watching. I don't understand how you even over here.
Yeah.
He came in smelling like that gang green, that official.
I'm talking about the drinking they was doing.
Yeah.
Take a mad shot.
Man, sorry, I don't do too much swing that over smoke. Sorry, I don't do no liquor or no. You know what I'm saying?
You all good, my nigga. We good.
You got to go back the other way, Tommy. Because we straight black.
Y'all not center. You got to scoot over.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
You got to come my way, Scale. Yeah.
How that?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that look good.
JR Scalez.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. We go way back like 4 flats on the Cadillac.
Yes, sir,
you feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I learned a lot of shit from you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas used to laugh at me and you. You know why? Let me tell you why niggas used to laugh at me and you. Because we was Bucks fans. Me, you, and Tuck.
Facts.
Before niggas was even Bucks fans.
Facts.
I remember me, you, and Tuck was only the Bucks. When them niggas was 15 and 63.
We called it.
We was calling shit.
It was the year Giannis
was drafted.
And then Middleton got hurt that year, remember? And we had to wait for Middleton to get back.
That was
injury.
when Jabari came. When Jabari got injured, he came back.
Then that summer, Jabari didn't re-sign. Niggas was talking shit. And I just knew it. I'm like, man, no, this nigga Giannis, he different. Plus, I used to be around the team because of the nigga John Henson.
Yep.
And Henson used to always tell me, like, no, because I used to be like, why you ain't bring Giannis to the club? Or
he want that
Middleton,
type of nigga.
And he'd be like, no, them niggas at the gym, bro.
Yeah,
them niggas ain't even trying to go to the club for real. And you see it, you know what I mean? 5 years later to see these niggas be dominating, it makes sense now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I did see Giannis when he first got drafted. He came to 618 with Karan Butler one time. That was like
like his rookie year. He stepped out a little bit. He came to Sweet
with Karan Butler.
I used to do Sweet Life Wednesdays.
Long as the motherfucker walking through like, damn.
I forgot we had Karan Butler.
Yeah, we had Karan. Yeah. That was the Brandon Jennings them days.
And what's it do with the beard? He got
OJ Mayo.
Yeah, OJ. OJ was partying.
He was smoking.
Ooh, that man was partying.
Him and Larry Sanders.
Man, them niggas was partying.
Man, I used to actually party with Larry, man. Me, Fly Game, Valley Camp. We used to party, man, all together, man. That was the days, man. When
I like OJ Mayo.
Martin Too Cool.
Yeah.
Cali Chris was alive. That was the days, man. I was a young bud then. I was like 20, but
it was good to be outside back then.
It was the days,
good times.
So I did want to just say that, like, man, me and Scales go back. Like, this is one of the original Bucks fans. And I kind of based this episode because Scales was supposed to have been on 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
But we just been so busy with shit, man. And a lot of my podcast today is about sports, man, because I know me and you, we talk a lot of sports. You know what I'm saying? And I never really had nobody that come on that
can know what we talk about.
That I could talk sports. Everybody want to do
like
rap.
When y'all came on my shit, I made a lot of relationship topics because I know y'all can talk about that type of shit.
Yeah. Type shit.
Look, I was writing on the YouTube.
Yeah.
And I had to go through my text messages and find Tommy number and shit. But I'm here, man.
Right.
Yeah. We lit.
So Scales. Did the Bucks take to get that number 3 seed so they could play the Bulls, or did they dodge Brooklyn? Was they dodging Brooklyn?
I think it was planned.
I think it was planned for them not to play that last game.
It was planned.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame them though. Like, who the fuck want to play the Nets in the first round?
I mean, strategically, you want the easiest walk, even though I don't think nobody can fuck with them boys, period. But you do want the easiest walk. And Bud comes from the school of Popovich, and Popovich has a history of doing that same type of shit.
Yeah.
Back when Kobe and them was dominating the West, he would tank to the third or fourth spot. You know what I mean? Just so he would avoid the Lakers. And then, or by the time they play the Lakers, they'll be dead dog tired. You see what I'm saying?
In that motherfucking conference finals.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, we will have them next round if they get past the Celtics. Because the Celtics ain't sweet either.
I don't know if they getting past the Celtics, bro. I don't know why people think that shit's so sweet. But the Celtics had the best defense in the NBA. I know Robert Williams got hurt. But still, at the end of the day, that's still a top 10 defense, even without him on the floor.
And you know, Kyrie was a Celtic 2 years ago. And Marcus Smart know him like the back of his hand.
Exactly. And Marcus Smart is, to me, right behind Jrue Holiday as far as
perimeter, point guard,
best perimeter defenders in the league.
Best guard.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas, as far as defense, you know what I mean, from the guard position. Shit up. And I think he gonna make it hard for Kyrie. Kyrie gonna get his shit off, but I just think Marcus Smart gonna make it hard for him. So, and then I think Brown and Tatum is too much for Durant to negate both of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just think that Boston just too much.
I don't think the Bucks tanked though.
You don't think they tanked?
not tanked.
No, I don't think they tanked on purpose. I think it was
no. I think they rested legitimately. I think it was a good idea because you see what happened with Dallas.
Yeah, but at the same time,
they got hurt.
Yeah,
they like the Bucks.
Got hurt.
You know what they was gonna say? The Bucks tanked because they didn't want to see Brooklyn. You know, if we would have got that 2 seed, they was gonna have to play Brooklyn.
Man, we've been clowning Brooklyn.
Yeah, we've been.
But still, though, motherfucker, it's just always in the back of your mind.
Brooklyn need to be worried about us. We ain't worried about them.
True. But you know how this shit goes.
Flip that shit. We champs, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. It ain't. I like I tell people, man, our big three, and Tommy know this because I used to say it when I was recording down here, doing Slick Talk down here. I used to say it all the time. Our big three are under 30. They healthy. These niggas don't party. They don't make movies. They don't fuck with celebrities. They don't be on the internet. Nothing. These niggas play basketball, boss.
Jrue Holiday a problem.
Yeah, them niggas play him.
That nigga's serious.
Them niggas Middleton and them niggas don't go out, bro. They don't kick it, bro. Them niggas play basketball. And them type of niggas in the NBA are a problem because it's a culture in the NBA niggas who can hoop, but it's niggas who also got other lifestyles. Like, look at Harden. Harden like to be with the little baby now. You know what I'm saying? Giannis ain't hanging out with Lil Durk. You feel me? Like, so that's what I'm saying. It's a difference. And when it come down to playoff basketball, you not beating that big 3-4 games in a row. I don't give a fuck who you are.
We showed.
I don't give a fuck what team.
That.
Yeah, because that's the only team to me this year that kind of scare me, and the only reason they scare me is because they got the experience of losing to us. You know what I'm saying? That always helps. I don't know people if you ain't played sports, but I know you did, and Tommy know about this also. If you played sports, the thing is you like to lose. You know what I'm saying? Because now you learn what your opponent gonna do.
How the Bucks did with the Raptors and all that shit.
You know what I mean? And if you, like I said, Budenholzer comes from the school of Popovich, and that's the same thing Pop used to do. He'll lose, they'll throw game one just to see what y'all finna do. You know what I mean? And then you won't win another game the rest of the series and shit like that. So.
Hey, somebody said something to me last week, man. And he's affiliated with the Milwaukee Bucks. I can't say his name because other reasons. But he said Jrue Holiday was he said Jrue Holiday was the best point guard the Bucks had since Oscar Robertson. So he's saying better than Sam Cassell, Brandon Jennings, Eric Bledsoe. He said Jrue is the best point guard they had.
I would say Cassell is third. Yeah, I would say Cassell.
I say Jennings maybe two.
You think Jennings
is two?
I mean, after I'm saying not all time, no. But Bledsoe, that motherfucker, nah.
No, hell no.
That motherfucker, I don't know. He helped us win that little 60 games that year,
he
but
ain't even in the conversation.
Playoff time, that man, I don't know what the fuck he was on.
He sucked.
I forgot what white cat we had that's better than Jrue. I mean, not better than Bledsoe.
Rittenauer.
Yeah.
Hell no.
He was better than
was
Bledsoe.
nice, man.
No,
I like
hell no.
I like
Luke Rittenauer. Hell
2 years
no.
we had Luke here. He was open.
No.
Hey, you can count on not doing no stupid shit.
Exactly. And to knock down the shot.
He was straight.
Bledsoe was just straight do some crazy ass shit.
You know who else was straight with us too? Michael Carter Williams. That little warrior, he was straight, man. When Bucks had
we got
that 24-1
because he fell off like bad dope after that.
My God, that boy, he got like Jabari too.
Rookie of the year.
A lot of niggas do that when they leave Milwaukee. OJ Mayo. All the motherfuckers when they John Henson too. Like when niggas leave here, they just like damn. Like what's the dude name from last year? You don't even hear about them niggas no more. Sterling Brown, what's the nigga, light skinned nigga with the dreads? DJ Wilson. You don't hear about them niggas no more. Like when they leave the Bucks, it's like, damn, what the fuck y'all niggas?
We heard about Wood.
Christian Wood. Christian Wood
was balling.
But guess who else? The stupidest, dumbest nigga in the world. Who KG said was possibly an MVP one day. Thigh maker.
Yeah.
Trash ass, man.
He in the G League or something right now trying to make
pathetic.
Dawg said that because he looked like him.
Yeah. Pretty much. He said he was right about Giannis, though.
Yeah.
He was right about that, man.
Him and Kobe was right about Giannis.
They
both called it on Giannis.
That man said, I challenge you now to win the MVP. That man won that motherfucker the year after he died.
Factory.
Damn.
And
goddamn,
don't nobody really want to see the Giannis that we saw this season in the playoffs.
Exactly, the one
this is different. This is different.
And make free throws and shit.
It's a new.
Man, this nigga,
Giannis.
he turned this game up a lot.
Immediately.
I'm like, damn, I ain't seen like he was when he did that shit last week in Brooklyn. When he hit that motherfucker three, I'm like, if we get this nigga to do that consistently. I know everybody been saying that for years.
He wants the ball.
No, he want to take the shot. And that's the
whole different mentality.
That's the whole thing about when a player transition from just being a star to a superstar. Yeah. If you want the ball when the game is on the line. Right. Because even if they would have fouled Giannis, that means he was willing to go to the free throw line and shoot the free throws. You see what I'm saying? So that's the same.
But
shit, you got to be willing to do that. That's the problem that Ben Simmons has, that he not willing to take them shots and take them chances in the clutch. Even if you're not known for a shooter, it's plenty of niggas I played basketball with. If they just had confidence, you know what I mean, they can hit the game winner if they get to their spot. You feel me? Because they got confidence like that. You feel me? So,
but Chris Middleton would have took that shot. He would have fouled out.
Facts.
But hey, Giannis took that motherfucker, so I'll take it. He made it. All right. Scales.
What up, though?
Did you see this new Dirk video, man?
This
nigga got the Dirk lookalike. I'm like, them niggas was on Instagram Live today, and I'm just like, what the? But he don't really. He look like him, but it's kind of like
really look like he looked like him. But
in that video, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like they did some shit, but when I see him on Live today, I'm like, no, he looked like him a little bit with the eyes and the hair, but no, I wasn't matching that, man. That shit was kind of.
I ain't crazy about that song either. I mean, put on the blog list.
Yeah, put me on
the blog list. Like, how many times you gonna say that, bro?
Yeah,
like that ain't one of my favorites from the album. I don't think that really needed a video, but I guess he hot right now. He can drop whatever he wants to.
Yeah, I had to ask you this question because I already know who your favorite rapper is. That's how bad we go back. So, would you rather have $100,000 cash or dinner with Jay-Z?
$100,000 cash. I'll make my way to Hove with that 100,000. I can get in his vicinity with $100,000. Yeah.
What you doing, Tommy? You take a dinner with Jay-Z or $100,000 cash?
Cash. Jay-Z walk up off that table and forget the fuck he even talked to me.
But with that 100K, I can get in a room that Hove in and possibly get a conversation with him. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And get more.
Yeah, and probably get more. Yeah.
Right.
Because he might respect me more because he like, damn, who this young nigga with this paper that's in the room, in the same room that I can rub elbows with? I don't know this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And
he know you take that dinner, you on some groupie, hungry shit. Like you thirsty. You know what I mean? Because that's how I would look at it if somebody was like, I'll take the dinner with Scales instead of taking the money. I'd be like, okay, I'm kind of hungry because I'm high. We can go eat, but you thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd have took the money, P. I went, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
No bullshit.
I'd have took the money, my nigga.
Hey, Scales. So why do women like choose the thug over the nigga with the 9 to 5?
We was just talking about that shit on my shit because I had women guests this week. So the last 2 episodes, I was asking did the Milwaukee dating scene have pee in it? And Don said that women are the reason they got pee in it because they always chase what you just described. They only want that. And I would say not all, but it's a large faction. You know what I'm saying?
Like the thug over there.
Yeah.
I thought it was like for sexual reasons, but
I don't even know if it's for that.
Like bitches probably just lust over the thug nigga, but they want to be with the nigga with the job. But I don't witness it where I seen the chick in the club and she, damn, I don't even want to fuck it because he a thug. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how the baddest, finest chicks, the nurse bitches, the doctor, they always want the thug, the gangster.
I always prided myself on fucking them bitches too. But
but that's what they want, to pleasure themselves. But
I know exactly what type of chicks you talking about. But I always prided myself on nailing them hoes.
You ever have a chick and you just like you check them real slick, real quick, and they be like, "Ooh." Like,
exactly.
They like
that's
some
that
of
toxic shit.
They like that little bit of that aggressiveness. Even though they want a little bit the fine line between aggressive to not slapping them. But then also they want a motherfucker who was like can take care of them and compassionate and like you said, compassionate and shit. Yeah, but
Pod merch. Go get your pod merch, man. We got exclusive pod merch, 6050 West Fond du Lac Avenue.
I got me an orange and black one. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So go get your exclusive pod merch from Hookahs by Tweezy.
Yes, sir.
Tell the Big Zay sent you, and you can go get that motherfucker right now, man. We got jerseys. I got jogging suits and shit now, man. This shit getting real around this motherfucker.
Hey, that's what's come down with new shit every episode.
I mean, who gonna promote yourself better than you?
Exactly.
That's what I've learned,
and that's kind of why I'm in the position I am now. And I'm glad you're here because I want to talk to you about this. When you first started your podcast, you have to do a lot of shit yourself, right?
Facts.
Because
you're going to have a lot of interchanging pieces. You know what I'm saying? I already know where you're going and where you're getting to with this because we spoke, you know what I mean, at my video off camera. But, you know, I know where you're going with this. But the thing about it, remember when I told you when you was on my shit, it's about consistency, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's about no matter what happens, you got to keep going. You know what I mean? Like even in my situation, now that I can speak in hindsight from what happened to me when I was here and to where I am now, I don't never look at it like a bitter situation. I always look at it like if it wasn't for the Sherman Phoenix, I wouldn't be able to be where I am today. So I don't look at it as a bitter situation, but at the time when it happened, the old me would have took it personally. But the new me has learned to take shit and be able to grow from it. You know what I mean? And it's all about growth. And growth takes awkward situations to happen. Growth takes not friendships to be frayed, but working situations to not be the same way they are. You know what I'm saying? So I understood it. Like, you know, when you said, you know, you had to make some changes and some arrangements and shit. You know, Tommy can know because he was the only person that was with me from the first day that I started SlickTalk. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of changes.
And it was a lot of changes. Over 100 episodes, we went through all kind of intermoving pieces. You know what I mean? Cherie ended up becoming a permanent person on the show, and we didn't add her till around the 10th or, you know what I mean, around the 10th show. So you get what I'm saying? It was a lot of Don was gone a lot. He was back and forth. It was a lot of interchanging moving pieces. We changed cameras. We learned the platform more. You know what I mean? We learned StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of shit. It was like a baby learning how to walk. But I appreciate all that shit because right now I can walk in there and do a podcast in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, and I wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for me getting my legs and shit. You know what I mean? Over here. So consistency, staying at it. Like,
this is the most consistent motherfucker I know.
Hold on, wait,
that's what everybody's doing.
Tuesday.
You were Blackout Entertainment?
Yeah.
Ooh, power move, boss. That's a power move. I see you tapped in with Ricardo Moore. Steve, I see it. You making a lot of major moves.
The thing that I learned about this shit is so when I was here, I felt like I always wanted to grow. And Tommy can tell you that I always had ideas that was bigger than what the Sherman Phoenix could accommodate. So that was no knock to the Sherman Phoenix. That was just my dreams were bigger than what this room and space could accommodate at the time, especially with COVID and all this other shit that was going on. So, but what I learned was when I stepped away from here, the situation that's so greedy and Tommy had presented for me wasn't like that with other people who were pitching me to come fuck with them. They wanted some money. You see what I'm saying? So the merger with Blackout came about because Ricardo Moore was already getting ready to do some business with Blackout. And when I called Steve-O, he was like, oh, they built the podcast studio. I was talking to them about you the other day, but I didn't know what was going on in Sherman Phoenix, and I didn't want to step on no toes. You know, them niggas old school niggas. They don't step on toes. They do business the right way. So, but once he found out that I was looking to move and expand and shit, that's how one hand washed the other, and that's how that came about. But anybody that's getting into this, if you want to kind of get to where I am or because I'm making moves, but I'm still trying to grow. Like,
absolutely.
You know, we was excited
Always
this
room
week
for
because I've been at 1,000. Did you see I tagged you in
Yeah.
the episode is at 1,000 views? Out of my last 12 to 13 episodes on YouTube are over 1,000 views.
dope.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no
So,
sound effects. I ain't dissing you.
no, cuz I appreciate
Shit
it. No.
Shit don't work.
Tommy always fuck me up. Like when I come, he always this ain't working. That like nigga, stop fucking me up. God damn.
It's like ingrained hate, nigga.
Hey man, that's how this shit be sometimes, man. The universe be working in odd ways, but no, for real, like so. You know, we celebrated that, but at the same time, I was telling Don, I was telling KB, I was even telling Black, like, I'm excited about that, but shit, I'm trying to get to 10,000.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the next goal, because he'll tell you when we was excited about 100.
Yeah.
Right.
Tommy was there with me when we was excited about 100, and for a year later, for me to be excited about 1.2
that was
in a week.
You
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We was recording on the iPad.
We was recording on the iPad. So anybody that I can give advice to this, and even advice to you, my nigga, stay consistent, bro. Like I was watching from the car. You said you down here by yourself. Okay, Tommy will tell you how many times I was down here by myself.
Shit.
Stay consistent, because even the people that's working with you will realize it's somebody that's gonna recognize your passion and your compassion, and they gonna join on with what you're doing, but they just gotta see you staying at it.
Yeah.
Like no matter the hate, the distractions, or motherfuckers acting like they don't really want to do it or whatever, you gotta stay at it because this is your passion.
Yeah.
You know what's so greedy? I wanted so greedy to be like the D&D studio of like of podcasting, where it's your stepping stone, and
then you can grow from here.
You move on. Like we like the mid-major shit.
Facts.
And you move
Speaking
on.
of that, before I start this podcast today, what I tell you, if I get this man to come on my podcast,
shit gonna blow.
Listen to me. I promise y'all, and I call this man right now, and hopefully he picks his phone up. But I'm tapped in with Kevin Durant. So if I get Kevin Durant to come on this
you
podcast,
said that on my pod. Remember, we wished and prayed for that on my shit. So
I talked to his dad,
and I've grown to actually really appreciate KD for his
man.
His honesty on what the fuck is going on.
The thing about it is with him is you have to get out of the personal space with him, because he's a different he's a basketball player from a different era. So
he's
what I say,
player.
he's kind of like Drake. Like Drake's not Jay-Z, he's not Nas, he's not Pac, he's not 50 Cent, he's not from that era. So he grew up with social media, so his skin gonna be a little thinner than the niggas we grew up on. And Durant's skin is a little thin because Durant is a great, he's a GOAT. And sometimes people say reckless shit to him, like they don't know that he's that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? So I even like the fact that when Bruce Brown said, Robert Williams is hurt, we gonna blow them niggas out. Durant came back and was like, I don't know what dude talking about.
He on his rocker tonight.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga tripping. You know what I'm saying? I like how he respect.
I like how he respect his opponent.
That let you know he running that locker room really, because sometimes I'll be wondering about Brooklyn, like who's running the locker room over there? Because KD's so quiet and shit. But that lets you know that he's running that locker room.
I remember on Slick Talk we had this conversation, and I know Don was like, "Hell no, he ain't worried about Giannis." I was like, "Nah, that nigga worried about Giannis." No,
it's interesting.
And not worried like I'm scared.
They all are. Nigga, Embiid was on a podcast 2 weeks ago, and they asked him about the MVP race, and they just said Jokic, LeBron, and him and KD or something. And he was like, you ain't talking. He was like, y'all forgot Giannis. Joel Embiid said, y'all forgot Giannis, bro. Like,
but KD told Joel Embiid when he won't win it because people don't like him or some shit.
Yeah, I mean the media in Philly is tricky. They got a tricky media there.
I don't see how the fuck James Harden gonna last.
Nationwide, Embiid's not as likable as Jokic and Giannis. But I don't see the media voting against Joel this year, because they got voter fatigue with Giannis and Jokic. You can't give it to Giannis and Jokic every year. And Embiid earned it. If you look at his numbers, he earned it. They're not better overall than Giannis and Jokic, but for his career, this is his best.
And he played 72 games.
And he played the most games he ever played. So ever. So you know what I mean? You got to give him that.
Never forget dog face when Giannis blocked his shot though.
Come on, man.
He was like,
it's just those games, like the Philly game, the Brooklyn game, the Chicago game. It's just the domination. It's like my nigga gets up for those games. Like I grew up on Michael Jordan, and it seemed like Mike used to get up for those games. Like when the Pacers or the Knicks was in town, Mike put an extra oomph on what he was doing that night. And it seemed like Giannis got that gene, bro. It's like when he see them niggas, he see blood. Like, I seen that shit y'all was talking about.
But he a silent killer, though.
You know what I'm saying?
He tuned shit out.
Yeah, no, he ain't gonna say nothing publicly. It's all in here.
That's why
at 2 o'clock in the morning thinking about them niggas, and them the niggas that's killers,
that's
bro.
That's why them niggas kind of backstepped. They're like, wait. Don't forget Giannis.
Like,
I respect him too, though, because he straight told him, like, boss, like, oh no, KD's the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Because I want somebody to always chase.
Yeah, yeah.
But he
yeah,
know deep down,
yeah,
like, nigga, I'm that nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
But he do know that KD will turn around and bust his ass too.
But
he needs you.
right now, okay, that was my next question, actually. Scales, do you think Giannis has surpassed KD and everybody else as the best player in the world? And don't just answer it because we in Milwaukee, we Bucks fans.
I
For
think
real.
right now, today, what's today? 4-1-4 day,
Yes.
2022.
Yes.
And just not just because it's 4-1-4 day,
Brewers
just
won.
because this is how I feel. Yeah, the Brewers won. Just because this is how I feel. Currently, he is the best player in the NBA. And
Thank
I'm
you.
saying that to say this because he plays both sides of the basketball.
Absolutely.
So about 3 years ago, I thought Kawhi Leonard was the best player in the NBA because he played both sides of the ball.
And he was shedding Giannis.
Now, the best offensive player in the NBA is without an doubt that 7-foot freak in New York City because we've never seen a 7-footer besides Dirk Nowitzki shoot the basketball the way Kevin Durant shoots the basketball.
Yeah.
Now, what Durant does, what Dirk can't do is he creates for teammates. He can create off the dribble. He can do all this other shit that Dirk couldn't do. Dirk was more catch and shoot, post up, back you down, fade away. Durant can do shit like a guard, and we've never seen that. But Giannis can also do shit like a guard. And we've never seen that. But on the other end is where I feel like Giannis is better than all of his peers because he plays both sides of the ball. Joel Embiid doesn't play both sides of the ball.
Only knock on Giannis is they just say he can't shoot a jump shot.
But he do.
But I know, but I'm just saying he doing this shit with 2-pointers.
Shannon Sharp said this morning. Shannon Sharp said this morning on skipping on his shit with Skip Bayless, Undisputed. He said this morning Giannis scares him because every time we critique him on something, he comes back. Not even 2 or 3 games later, the next game, and it's better.
How did you watch?
We shitted on him about his free throws. He said this man got booed all over America, and the man came back in the closing game and went
17 to 19.
Went 17 for 19 from the free throw.
Think about the offseason. Won the championship, got married. Didn't he have a baby?
Yeah,
he had a baby. He didn't get married, but he had a baby.
He got married.
No, he didn't.
He's not married?
No, he ain't married. They just
Mariah Riddlespringer. That's who he with.
Gotcha. Okay, my bad. But he was always on Instagram doing you see him doing all kind of shit. Never saw him in the gym.
Yeah.
Just could come back with a jumper.
Yeah.
Like automatic.
Yeah. His mid range is cash.
And to think that
fadeaway he got right now. I said, damn.
And that was a late season.
Absolutely.
We went into July. Then they only had like a month
no
and a half.
Season. So that's what made that was Shannon Sharp point why he not giving Russell Westbrook a pass. Because he you didn't work on nothing.
Yeah.
You can look at the niggas who worked on shit and the niggas who didn't. He was like, and for example, look at Giannis. He said every time we critique Giannis about something, he can't shoot from mid range. He can't create for his teammates. He can't do this. This year he averaged the most assists in his career. You see what I'm saying? His scoring is down because he averaging more assists. He getting Grayson Allen the ball as opposed to when before he'd have ran a motherfucker over and went and dunked that bitch. You see what I'm saying? This time now he creating for niggas. He getting Pat Connaughton the ball. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He getting niggas the rock because he know when it come June he gonna need them niggas. You get what I'm saying?
I can't wait till Sunday.
That's the whole thing. I can't wait till Sunday. But Chicago don't stand a chance, man.
Gentleman sweep.
Chicago, yeah, they
4-0. Might get.
They Miami last year, bro. They coleslaw, bro. They don't.
Did you hear about
shit?
Zach LaVine nicked up, but they still don't stand a chance because they too little. Besides Vucevic, they have no size. We got Serge, Brooke, and Giannis and Bobby. They have no size in Chicago besides Vucevic
and Pat Williams.
But Pat like 6. He like a ring. He's stringy wing dude. I'm talking about. We got 7-footers over here. We got footers.
Big body,
over here. Yeah, big body.
60 wearing ass nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you hear about ESCG 42 Doug out doing Lil Baby?
Yeah.
On the visual numbers.
I like that mixtape though. I'm an ESTG fan, and I've grown to like 42 Doug.
Yeah.
Because of his consistency.
Yeah.
He's another person I would compare to consistency.
Yeah.
Seemed like since Dog Food, he's been on a roll. You know what I'm saying? So,
you always been a guy, man. This since I know you, like, for you to be an older cat, and I ain't saying older like that.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
I'm 29.
Mm-hmm.
You're not even 40 yet, but
I'm older than you though.
Yeah, you're older than me. You've been one of those people always known for drip. Like,
for sure. Appreciate that.
Like, you always style like that nigga coming with it. I ain't got it. You tell that nigga to come, that nigga coming fresh to death. Gunner said he's the king of drip. I need your impression on that.
Well, I mean, I guess with me, it's the time period we in. I'm a Gunna fan of his music. I don't really like the way he dresses. I like the way Fabulous dress. I like the way
Fabulous was the GOAT of King
Dirk, Lil Baby. I like the way they dress for the new niggas.
Yeah.
But I'm Fab. I'm Jadakiss. I'm, you know what I mean? I'm more of that cloth for them niggas.
Yeah.
Diddy's my GOAT as far as fashion goes, because I think Diddy can look good in streetwear, a suit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Diddy is one of them niggas that can pretty much wear anything and still look, you know what I mean? Still look cool. So yeah, you ain't the king of the drip, bro. Not in my opinion. That shit ain't. Nigga, a lot of niggas think that just because they put labels on and shit, that shit is fly. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I don't know if people can see, but on camera, I'm rocking my nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking Remy. Shout out Remy, Top Shelf.
Remy Martin.
I'm rocking his shit though. So it's just all about how you put it together. You know what I mean? That label shit. Gunna and them niggas think because they put on Balenciaga and all that shit.
Yeah, the big ass shoes.
Yeah, that they fresher than some motherfucking body.
Hey, so I do this thing now on the show, and I tell my guests to just watch shit I do. So I gotta hit you with this question. Who is my favorite rapper?
Is it Dolph?
Damn, he killed it. Yeah. He the first person to actually kill it.
It's Dolph.
I ain't even.
And the only reason I know that is because when we worked at the club and I had the mic, the only time a nigga would come ask me for the mic is when Preach by Young Dolph would come on. He'd be like, "Scales, let me see it right quick." You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I figured that have to be a nigga favorite rapper. Like if you doing that on that record, if he ain't in your top two, he close.
But that was my next question was, how did you feel when you first?
I was heartbroken. You know, I met that nigga like 3 different times, and he was very cool every time he came. Like I'm talking about like super cool. I can say that about Moneybagg Yo too.
Black youngsters too.
Yeah, the Memphis niggas seem, you know, they smooth.
Like
but
us, like
Dolph, I really like Dolph, and I like Dolph music, and I like what Dolph represented. You know what I'm saying? Dolph was a family man.
Yeah,
you know
but he wasn't never really like no drug or no gun type
nigga. He wasn't like that. You know, he talked this shit about his money. He talked more about weed, selling weed. He sold more weed than he sold dope. Yeah, he sold more pounds of weed than he sold anything. You know what I mean? He was kind of, to me, like a down south Wiz Khalifa almost. You know what I mean? That's what his music more.
And he had drip. That's when he used to come. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, no, he was fresh. Yeah, I was fucked up behind that Dolph situation. You know what I mean? I didn't. That was a bad time for me. I didn't understand that. It didn't make sense. You know what I mean? I don't think it reminded me of Nip all over again, and I took the Nip shit hard. So the Dolph shit reminded me of Nip all over again.
So we got a couple minutes left. Scales, you heard about DJ Kelly, man, getting that star, man?
Yeah, but you know how stars on the Walk of Fame work, right?
How they work?
You can buy one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't necessarily give those out for real.
Like Diddy and Jay-Z.
Yeah, it's like, so let's say for instance, when I was over, so let's say I'm at Blackout right now, because I had 12 episodes, do 1,000 views, and let's say Milwaukee had a Milwaukee Walk of Fame or whatever. Black would purchase me a lot to celebrate my accomplishments.
Set up the press release.
Yeah, set up the press release. Everybody take a picture. So that's really what it is. Def Jam or whoever, Rock Nation or whoever he works for, Jay-Z, them just bought a plot and celebrated them. So that's really what it is. Your management company or the production studio you work for, that's who usually do it.
They got you a proclamation and shit.
That's a lick, nigga. City Milwaukee need to come up
because it looks good on your resume at the end of the day. So if I had a client, I would buy it for my client.
Yeah.
How do they keep people from like messing them up and
I don't know. I think it's last time I was in LA, it's like sanctioned off by like barricades and shit. You can't really even get over there to it. Like,
I thought it was just you walk around and see it on the ground.
Right.
It's like,
you know how niggas be, I'm pissed on this nigga.
Yeah,
shit.
Exactly. Well, I hate Denzel Washington. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch ass Will Smith.
Yeah, because it don't never be no like vandalism or nothing on it. So you're right. I think they watch that shit. Okay.
Hey, that you heard about what your boy Moneybagg Yo did for John Morant?
Yeah, he bought him a chain, right?
Yeah. Iced out.
They lit in Memphis right now. You know,
they the number 2 seed. So
I think it's fool's gold.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think they're better than Golden State, even an unhealthy Golden State. I don't think Memphis could beat them in the 7-game series.
They're too young. I don't think it's their time yet. Maybe 2 years.
Yeah, they're about 2 years ahead of schedule. I feel like them, Dallas.
I never liked it. I don't know why. I'm just not a Luka fan. He's good. I'm just not a fan. Of
Well,
him.
the thing
I'm
about
not a fan of Jokic either.
the thing about
or Jason Kidd.
The thing about Luka, what's crazy is that it's my love-hate for Jason Kidd. Because at the end of the day, Jason Kidd is who put the ball in Giannis' hands and turned Giannis into what he is today. If Jason Kidd would have listened to what the people upstairs were telling him about putting that nigga in the post, Giannis wouldn't be who he is today.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch a Giannis interview, he accredits everything to Jason Kidd.
He said
so
the championship.
if you look at Jason Kidd, if you look at Luka Doncic, Luka's been pure offense. He's been one of the niggas I've been describing. Right now, Luka's damn near hurt. Yeah, I went to the Dallas game, took my daughter. We was mad as a motherfucker. They kicked our ass. But if you watch Luka this season, he hurt damn near because he's playing defense. Jason Kidd, you got to play defense for Jason Kidd. You can't play for Jason Kidd if you don't play defense. So that's why I think Dallas is probably about one player. They need a vet. Like I think they need an OG nigga that can hoop.
Bradley Beal.
Yeah. Bradley Beal over there is sick. But yeah, if they can get an OG nigga that can hoop to go along with Doncic, they gonna be a problem. But I still think Memphis is like a year or two away. I think what Phoenix was in the bubble. Remember what Phoenix was in the bubble when they went 9-0 and they blew everybody's mind, but they still didn't make it. And then they came back the next year and went to the finals. You see what I'm saying? Lost to us. Now I think they, you know what I mean, they on their way to get their revenge, even though I still think they're gonna lose to us.
Would you did that Kristaps Porzingis for Spencer Dinwiddie trade?
Absolutely, because Jason Kidd is a guard coach. Think about it. Brandon Jennings had his best years under Jason Kidd. You know what I mean? Guards excel under Jason Kidd. He's a guard. So he wants mostly guards. And we're in a guard-driven NBA. And when your best player can play the 1 through the 4. So Luka's 6'8", 6'9", 230, 240. And he can play the 1 through the 4. So I can put him out there with 3 other ball handlers. You see what I'm saying? So then he don't always have to have the ball. So that was really why they went and got Dinwiddie, just to have another motherfucker to create off the dribble so it ain't all Luka all night. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't as predictable.
So don't you think Memphis is kind of like they young but don't know no better?
That's what I'm saying.
They don't know they're young, so they.
But they was torture shit without Ja Morant too, though.
They was. I'm saying I think they might outperform the fact that they.
The thing about
the
playoffs is right, and even us, when we played Kawhi Leonard a couple years ago, we were two years ahead of schedule. We should have been there, but we had no business beating Kyle Lowry, who's lost to LeBron in Eastern Conference Finals before, and Kawhi Leonard, who's won before. We had no business beating that team. You see what I'm saying? Now that team go against the Bucks today, we'll beat their ass because now we got the championship pedigree and the experience. That's the same thing that I'm saying about Phoenix. People like Phoenix went 64-18. I'm not surprised, nigga. Them niggas can hoop, but they ran into us. We're different.
We different.
We had that last. That's what I'm saying. We different. If it's 29 teams in the league, Phoenix beating all of them. But when it comes to the Bucks, we different. Their big man, Ayton, has nothing when it comes to our big men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Devin Booker can get off for a little while, but once we put the dog on him, Giroux, all that shit is slowing down. You're not doing nothing. Chris Paul, you're not doing nothing. With Giroux and Wesley and them niggas chasing you out here, bro. You're not doing nothing. With
hang on her.
Them niggas really, when you look around the NBA,
you know Wesley Matthews smacking the shit out your hand.
I watch a lot of NBA, bro. Even PJ Tucker when he was there last year. I watch a lot of NBA. Teams don't play defense, bro. Defense wins championships. If you've been following basketball or you play sport or you play basketball, you know defense wins championships. And teams don't play defense today.
Right.
If you watch the Cleveland play-in game, Kyrie Leonard didn't miss. Kyrie Irving couldn't miss. He went 15 for 19. He had 30 points, blah, 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 blah. Kevin Durant. But if you watch the game, like if you actually watched it, Durant had like 3 blocks. He was rim. He was challenging everything at the rim because he know that's the only way you're going to compete with Giannis this year, boss, is you're going to have to play both sides of the ball.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he do. Because that's the only way you're going to win championships. When LeBron was winning championships, he played both sides of the ball.
Right.
That year, they shut Derrick Rose down. Remember, Chicago won 66 games that year. Derrick Rose was MVP. They lost to the Heat. Why? Because Eric Spoelstra said, LeBron James, you're going to guard Derrick Rose for this series. He's not going to do that 40-point-a-night shit against us. We're going to put your big ass on him. You fast as him. Why not?
That's one person I'm scared of. I'm scared of Spoelstra.
Yeah, Miami.
And the Toronto's coach.
Nick Nurse. But see, the thing about Miami this year, I think they having chemistry issues.
Yeah, we saw
when Tyler Hero is your leading scorer, that lets me know that you're having some type of role-defining issues there. Not to take nothing from Tyler, because I love Tyler. Right. He's my homie. That's my homeboy from the barbershop. I've been knowing him since he was a little boy. But when he's your 6th man and he's leading your team in scoring, and then Jimmy Butler's getting into it with Udonis Haslem on the sideline, he want to fight the coach, all that type of shit, is some chemistry issues there. You know what I mean?
That's what's gonna bite them in the ass.
Yeah, that they gonna have a problem with that for real.
So, touching up on that, this is my last question. Shout out to our sponsor, too, Boost Mobile. Thank you guys for watching this episode of the pod with my boy JR Scalez.
Yes, sir.
Scalez, I gotta end it with this one. Is Ja Morant the new Allen Iverson?
I don't think Ja Morant is as good as Allen Iverson.
Yet. Think
Right.
about it. Because when
okay, so what year is this?
2 years.
Okay, what year is this for Ja? Is this 3?
This
This
three,
right?
yeah.
This year
3,
3 for him and Zion, right?
Yeah.
This year 3.
Yeah.
By year 3, Tommy, and you old enough to remember, Allen Iverson was destroying
he was a
shit
99,
by year
yeah.
3. I'm talking about
But Ja kind of, he just ain't got that.
and John, yeah, but Ja got a fucking squad around him, bro. Like they were think about it, they were the youngest team in the NBA, damn near one of the bottom 3 youngest teams in the NBA, and then they were healthy all year. The only motherfucker who was hurt was Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Other than
He
that, they
been
were
out all
healthy.
year, really.
Think about them, bro, and they got 2 players at every position in Memphis. 2
Yeah.
quality players at every position, and they were healthy all year, and they ain't got a player on their team over 30.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Besides Steven Adams.
You see what I'm saying? Besides Steven Adams, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
AI was a problem.
AI was a
When he
problem. I
stepped in
love
there.
Ja Morant. I think Ja Morant is a baller. I said Ja Morant was going to be better than Zion. I said that before the draft. I said it after the draft. I'll say it today, and I was absolutely right because as you can see 3 years later, you see who's better and who ain't. But that's a whole nother conversation. But what I'm saying is Allen Iverson was different.
Right.
By year 3, Tommy, you noticed the Philadelphia 76ers were a fucking problem because of dude. Like strictly only because of dude.
I think it was leading the league in scoring.
Scoring, that's what I'm saying. Like the nigga, he was different. Like I don't know if Ja didn't have that roster, if he would lead the NBA in scoring. I don't know about that.
This is different times, though.
You know what I'm saying? It's a different time. But I love Ja, and I like Ja because Ja do play both sides of the ball too. That's another thing about Ja that people don't even give him credit about because we all be sweating his highlights and all that type of shit.
Right.
He played defense.
Well, that does it for this episode of the pod. Make sure you guys go to Instagram and follow us at _pod. Get all your apparel at 6050 West Pond du Lac. And shout out to our sponsor, Boost Mobile.
Yes, sir.
JR Scalez.
Yes, sir. Make sure you tap in with me, man. JR Scalez on Facebook, SlickTalk with Scalez on Facebook, JR Scalez on Twitter, JR Scalez HBK on Instagram. Please tap in with me. Also, it's the SlickTalk with Scalez podcast TV. Gang. On YouTube. Gang. Please hit that like, subscribe button, the whole 9 to keep up with what we got going on over there.
We out of here.
We out.
Bye.
Peace.
I get money from the Zeus. I get money from the Zeus. All this money from the Zeus.